The harvest is now, a call to courageous leadership in life and business. There's a crisis in the field, but it's not crops, it's people. And the harvest isn't seasonal, it's eternal. In Matthew 9:37-38, Jesus gives a sobering insight to his disciples. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into his harvest field. This isn't just spiritual poetry. It's a leadership call, a rally cry, a summons to purpose. Whether you're running a household, building a business, or launching a dream, this passage is a blueprint for how God thinks about influence, people, and impact. So let's break it down. People are the priority. Jesus looked at crowds and didn't see numbers. He saw need. Matthew 9:36 tells us he was moved with compassion because the people were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. That's a leadership insight most overlook. Real leadership begins with empathy. In business, we chase ROI. In life, we chase goals. But Jesus, he chases souls, and he invites us to do the same. Here's the tension. The harvest, people ready to grow, change, heal, believe, is massive. But the workers, the ones who will show up, are few. That should disturb us. The worker is you. Let's be clear. Jesus didn't say, pray for more pastors. He said workers. That's you. That's me. That's every kingdom-minded entrepreneur, stay-at-home parent, coach, creative, or CEO who says, my life isn't just about me. It's about impact. In life and business, you are surrounded by people who are more open than you think. Colleagues searching for purpose, clients who feel empty, team members who are one conversation away from hope. The harvest is right there. On your calendar, in your inbox, across the table at lunch. But here's the truth most won't say. God's harvest is bottlenecked by our passivity. Prayer is the portal, but action is the proof. Jesus doesn't start with strategy. He starts with prayer. Ask the Lord of the harvest. Why? Because prayer aligns us with heaven's heartbeat. But prayer also makes us available. Look what happens in Matthew 10. The same people who prayed are the ones Jesus sends. That's the pattern. God moves through those who pray and obey. In your business, don't just pray for clients. Ask God how you can serve them more deeply. In your life, don't just pray for your neighbor. Ask God for courage to knock on their door. Influence without intercession is empty. But prayer without movement is pointless. Leadership means stepping into the field. There's a big difference between admiring the harvest and working it. The modern church, and many professionals, have grown excellent at watching from the sidelines. We analyze trends, we share posts, we nod at sermons and TED Talks. But the field doesn't need more spectators. It needs servants. The worker steps into the mess. They show up early, stay late, speak truth, and love well. They don't wait for titles or platforms. They start right where they are, with what they have. Sound familiar? That's you. Business is a mission field, if you let it be. This verse isn't just for missionaries and pastors. It's for kingdom leaders in every sphere. Your business meetings can be sacred ground. Your marketing strategy can become a message of hope. Your customer experience can reflect the compassion of Christ. Too often we separate our spiritual life from our work life. Jesus never did. He saw fishing nets, fields, coins, and camels, and taught the kingdom through all of them. Your context is your calling. God placed you there for a reason. The question isn't, are you in ministry? It's, are you aware of it? Final thought. The harvest won't wait. We're living in a world that's desperate for answers. People are worn out from noise, striving, and fake promises. They're not looking for perfect leaders. They're looking for real ones. The kind who live with purpose, who serve with conviction, who speak with grace and act with boldness. The harvest is not a metaphor for some day. It's right now. And maybe, just maybe, the answer to Jesus' prayer for more workers is you. So here's the challenge. Pray boldly. Live courageously. Lead compassionately. Speak truth when it's easier to stay silent. See your field, wherever God has placed you, as holy ground, because the harvest is plentiful. But the question is, will you be one of the few?